How to outsmart a narcissist. Now, I know all too well if you're at the beginning, it's incredibly draining, it's incredibly difficult, and there seems like there is no way out. There is always a way out. They use your emotions against you. You pick up learned patterns of behaviour, often going into fight mode to defend yourself against them. And you get stuck in that pattern of behaviour, and once you do break it, life does become a lot easier. I'm Elizabeth Shaw, welcome to the channel, and the channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of what you've been through, who you might be dealing with in your life, and most importantly, how to recover and become your authentic self after narcissistic abuse. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe because it helps raise awareness with all those that need it. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support and everyone's help with each other in the comments. It's a brilliant community. Thank you so much to everybody. Those with the narcissistic personality disorder and toxic people enjoy pushing your buttons and provoking you any way they can to get a reaction from you. They know from the emotional reactions and responses that you've given them in the past or that you're giving them now, whether to keep pushing those same buttons or not. The narcissist learned all your strengths to put you down so that you doubt your own capabilities. They do not want to see you succeed. They want to see you fail. They understand all your weaknesses to use each and every one against you. They know all your insecurities to rip each one wide open and watch you bleed out. Some people can cut ties with a narcissist easier than others. Some narcissists are a little more stubborn, like toddlers who don't know any better. They are toddlers in adults' bodies. Although most toddlers have temper tantrums and they do learn to grow out of these temper tantrums, a narcissist somehow missed that step in their life. When you stop playing into their games, some narcissists will get the message sooner than others will, and some don't seem to get it at all or don't want to accept it straight away and keep pushing those buttons in you in the hope that you'll give in and they will get what they want, which is to get your attention and to win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt with their games, including hurting their own children. A narcissist seems to get a real kick out of manipulating you to think that you're not good enough, you're not lovable, you'll never make anything from your life, and you'll never be free. And it is all untrue. They have just manipulated you into thinking like that. The narcissist only wants to use you. If they cannot use you, they will use all your weaknesses and fears against you. Once they've brought you down, they will walk all over you. They will counter-parent and mess with children's minds just to get at you. And they are no better parents than they were partners. You have something they want, and if they cannot have it, they will go all out to destroy you through smear campaigns, through children, and through the court system. Once you've been entangled with a narcissist, your job isn't to help them. It is to save yourself. You are a hostage and your job is to escape. You are in the fight of your life, your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, and if you had children with them, your children's health. You have to stop running from the pain and you have to deal with the pain and grow through the pain. Yes, it hurts, but if not dealt with, it will only keep you trapped for longer. A narcissist wants to fight and they want to win at all costs. They only want to fight these People just want to get at other people. And the only way to fight these people is to stop playing their games. If they say 1 + 4 is 2, you have to leave them to it. Know your own mind and let them think what they want. You cannot defend yourself to them, and they are not interested in your point of view. They are only ever interested in hurting you or using you. They will twist all your words against you. George Bernard Shaw, you cannot wrestle with pigs. You get dirty and the pig likes it. If you're at the start of this, no reaction and no contact is best. No contact is not always possible, because some of us have children with them, or you work with them, or it would mean cutting off good family members. If no contact is genuinely not an option for you, it's firm boundaries. Remember, it's okay to say no, then it's no reaction. If you've done that and they are up in their games, remember why they are doing it. They don't like losing, and the fact you're not reacting makes them feel worthless. Remember to always stay safe. Some are dangerous and your safety comes first. Always look calm and collected if it's face-to-face combat. And if you feel a need to respond, do not react to the vile things they are saying to provoke you. Remember who they are by observing them, knowing they are only saying things to provoke you, passing their own insecurities off onto you. Do not absorb their words or their behaviour. If we drink poison, it will infect us. If we leave poison in a bottle and don't touch it, the poison cannot harm us. The narcissist manipulating words are that poison to manipulate our minds. Always observe and never absorb. Don't take their words personally. Don't defend yourself. That's what they want and that's why they are doing it. We do not have to take part in every argument we are invited to. We do not have to defend ourselves or our intentions to those unwilling to listen or compromise. With good intentions, your life is to live how you want. If you need to respond, instead of defending yourself, say things like, "You seem upset all the time. Are you okay?" Or, "You seem negative a lot of the time. Are you all right?" Or, "I'm sorry you feel that way." And leave them to it. Don't continue a conversation. Just hit repeat to what you said, as they will try to twist it and turn it onto you. They will try to take you off topic. If you repeat the same thing, you'll watch them get more frustrated that they cannot draw the reactions and the attention out of you that they want from you. Once you learn to do it, you'll know their games and it'll no longer affect you. It does take time, it takes practice to unlearn how you've responded in the past and learn a new method that works for you. At the start, you might need to get your reactions and your emotions out. Just do not do it in front of the narcissist. Wait until they are gone. You can also use those lines in a workplace or a family member. They don't seem to like "you seem upset all the time" or "are you okay?" They seem to dislike their faults and their insecurities being pointed out, and they will want to shift it onto you. And now, if you're in public, some find it difficult to do. Do not go off topic. That is what they want. When you do have those face-to-face encounters, make sure your face stays straight and keep your emotions hidden. Keep your emotions under lock and key. Always look calm and collected. If at all possible, when they come at you, retreat, rethink, and only respond if you need to do so. Shut the narcissist down by not reacting to what they are saying. If it's messages or emails, don't go off topic. Do not respond to whatever they are throwing at you. Say what they need to know once and leave it. So if it's to do with the children, things like, The kids have something on, they'll be ready at 6. And when they come at you with, that's just like you, it's not just like you. The children have a life. You have a life. Know your own truth. You've said all that you needed to be said. Do not explain yourself. You've already explained yourself by saying that the children have something on and they'll be ready at 6. And they didn't listen the first time. They'll not listen the second or the third. Or when they bring the children home late, pick them up late, again, act to them like it's not bothered you. Best poker face you can do. Don't let their actions trigger your frustrations. When you allow them to control your emotions with their actions, they have the power and control over you, and that is what they want. You cannot control what they do. You can control the meaning you give yourself for these negative things that they do, which is difficult to begin with, but it helps. So instead of feeling frustrated or angry, find something like, their behaviour is that predictable, it's laughable. Now with some, it's hurtful, so you do need to... It's dangerously hurtful, so you do need to go no contact. Those you can't, you need to flip the wording within your mind so that it brings out a happy emotion within you, not a negative emotion within you. And at the same time, you need to become emotionally unpredictable to the actions they throw your way. You need to become emotionally unpredictable to them, turning the tables. Again, some are dangerous, so call the authorities and keep all written evidence. It's a case of you thought you knew them and you didn't, but they knew you. Yet now you know all about the narcissistic personality disorder. You know all about them, and they will never know who you are again. Narcissists do not change, survivors do. We all have our memories, and our emotions are connected to those memories. When we have learned through past experience how they behave, it triggers those learned emotions. So at the start, it's hard and it's a learning curve to change how we handle them, how we handle our emotions. Our minds are subconsciously programmed to respond in a certain way. We have the power within ourselves to change this. We cannot change them. We can always change ourselves. When you've got to see them from past experience, past emotions and past memories, it can leave you fearing all they might say or what stunt they might pull. And this can lead you to focusing on the negatives of the future that hasn't even happened yet. This is powerful, as you know you can do this. You can imagine your past and you can imagine your future. Learning to differentiate between your imagination of the past and the present moment. When we live with the toxic past running around our minds, it keeps us trapped in a place we don't need to be. Now, you need to use your present moment to focus on imagining a better future. So when a meeting is coming up and a family event, a child handover, learning to not focus on the what if negative that fills you with those negative emotions and ruins your present moment. Think of how you want it to go if the thoughts crop up in your mind in a way that gives you feelings of happiness, so not to destroy your present moment. A narcissist controls people and creates drama by using people's emotions against them with the games they play. They are controlling your emotions and your emotional reactions. Taking control back of our emotions, of our feelings, bringing back our power of ourselves, our life and our happiness. Think of you staying in control of your emotions and not allowing them to get at you. Shift that future negative thought out of your mind and focus on a positive one, and then focus back on what you are doing in the here and now. Boundaries. Learn and know what behaviour you will and will not accept from others. If by saying yes to someone else you are saying no to you, it needs to be a no. Narcissistic people don't like boundaries. Some will up the games. It's one of the easiest ways to spot a narcissist, by saying no to them. But you need to stick to your no. I shall add a video in the description that explains more about boundaries. Do not say no. Draw a line in the sand and let them walk straight over it. Say no, mean no, and stay on that line. Boundaries and no contact is best. If it's not possible to do no contact, then do the above. You are worth so much more. You will recover and move forward to a much happier life. It's hard to stop thinking about them and what games they will play next. It is possible, and this takes work. Thinking about them keeps you locked on them, which most likely you don't want anyway. When your subconscious allows them in your mind, consciously remove them. Just because your subconscious brought them into your thoughts doesn't mean your conscious cannot kick them straight back out. Your brain is powerful, and you have the strength within you to use your mind to work for you, to use your thoughts to work for you, and to use your emotions to work for you. Anyone has any advice for people that are going through this, please do add it into the comments, because we are all individuals, so what works for one doesn't work for another. But as a whole, what works for most people, I haven't found anyone it hasn't worked for yet, is getting control back of our thinking, our thoughts, and our emotions, so that they can no longer use our self-doubt, our thoughts, our feelings against us. Removing those self-doubts from within our minds. I'll add a video of that into the description as well. And that helps us move on to that much happier future and leave them to do whatever they want to do in the past and focus on ourselves and our lives. I'll add the links to the courses in the description as well. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.